What's up, Kansas City? It's your boy, Hypocrisy, A to the Y, Hypocrisy. And I got my man here, Brother Tyrone Gethers, a.k.a. Inkwell, is in the building.
What's going on?
So, we got another episode of PoetryIs for you. We are being moved by the wonderful spirits. Yellow cup game. Solo cups. We're grown men in over here right now. We're going to talk about some stuff. Hope you guys are ready. But before we do that, we got to go to the beginning. And when the beginning, it was light. And it was good. And that light is poetry. I need 2 poems.
Got it.
I need 2 poems.
It feels kind of weird being on the other side of the microphone.
Is that a book?
It is a book. Yes, it's my book. Yeah. Love Loss.
They can't hear my face on the audio, but it's what?
Yeah, it's a book. Yeah, this is one of my pieces. I have a couple of them out, and this one is pretty special to me because it's an autobiography of a relationship that's told through poems. So I'm gonna read a couple of the ones that I like. You said 2, right? There we go.
Dose.
Lucid Infusion. I had a dream about you. About me. We weren't us. A new mixture shaken and poured over ice. The perfect cocktail combination. Sweet to the taste, yet savory to the body. A concoction meant to be sipped, to usher a subtle inebriation wrapped in cozy bodily vibration, with endorphins being the keys to open doors of mental relentlessness. Let our essence become one as it swirls in the glass. The potent mixture creeping down the thoughts of salivating patrons will be hooked with the intoxication that our presence together supplies. It's that piece.
I got some comments, but I'm going to hold them off until the second poem.
Okay. Second one. Drowning Thoughts.
It's his fault.
Your eyes are deep pools that transcend into the depths of your inner essence. As I stand on the edge and gaze, I take the chance and dive. Overtaken by the current, I sense the danger in treading. Submergence is the only option. Willingly, I sink and become overwhelmed. The deeper I get, the darker your world becomes. With the revelation of truth being illustrated by a whirlpool of emotions. Pain caused by him, distance from them, sadness from her, potential with us. Infinite possibilities are abundant. The pressure in my lungs begins to tighten. I need air. Consciousness is lost as I begin to surface. Washed upon the shore, I lay lifeless. However, a breath of vitality allows me to revive. Its source comes from you. In the passionate waters of your eyes, I see trust.
All right, so before the camera was on, before the microphone was hot, because it's hot, Brother Inkwell said, because praise was given, flowers were given, because Brother Inkwell is a semifinalist for the Kansas City's People's Choice Best Spoken Word Artist Award this year for Kansas City. So he said he's not a spoken word artist, and those beautiful birds say different, don't they? Y'all tell me, people. You can't really tell me, but I'm pretty sure you'll leave comments and stuff. So like, leave a comment and let him know. You know what I'm saying? His story needs to be told in whatever form he chooses, be it storytelling or poetry. And I think he's got something going because he's got 2 books over yonder that I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
2 of them.
Yeah.
So, I like to ask this question.
Okay.
What inspires you to write?
Oh, that's a loaded question, man. There's this emotional spectrum out there, and emotions are just primordial deities that we all tap into, right? People would always say control your emotions. Well, you can't control an emotion. Emotions are already there. You can control your feelings. Your feelings are nothing more than your interpretation of an emotion, sometimes with or without the sense of intellect. For example, anger. You and I experience anger differently. I mean, you might laugh in the face of anger. I might get enraged. Doesn't matter. It's different. So it depends on what emotion I'm tapped into to draw from. This first book of Sorted Emotions, it's different emotions going through here. Of course, Love Lost. It is one, maybe two. So it pretty much depends on the emotion that I'm attached to.
How much are those books?
Well, on Amazon, they're 13 a piece. Through me, you might get a little discount.
How much are those books?
Right now?
Yes.
Well, right now it's 10 through me.
I want both of those.
Okay. I will gladly do that. As a matter of fact, this one's archived in the Black Archives.
Oh,
in
yeah.
City, Missouri. Yeah.
Y'all go check that out.
Yes.
Shout out to T.L. Williams and the MusicMore Foundation for setting that up and getting African American Kansas City authors placed in a place of historical reference and something that people can check out and know that they made history.
Yeah.
Because they are in that building.
Mm-hmm.
What made you start writing?
Well, I was a very imaginative child. So I would always write short stories. But then when I got a little bit older, fell in love with poetry, and I started playing around with it. Started flirting with it a little bit, and then eventually had a full-blown relationship with poetry. And I just was in awe with it. So my inspirations have pretty much been, what I'm feeling or what I want to see, what I want to get out. I remember my first piece of writing was a love letter to a kid when I was in school. And then I actually liked writing books when back in the day we had these little fake, not fake, but like these white plain books. You got to write your own book on there.
Mm-hmm.
I like doing that. That really threw me. I still have that book that I did when I was like in the 8 years old. It's sitting on my cabinet. And then when I met, but the thing that really wanted to make me be a writer is when I actually met the brother that made Omega 7 Comics.
Check.
Alonzo Washington. I met him and he autographed the comic book for me. And when he did that, that just really blew away. It just blew my mind right there. I mean, I'm like, dang, that's like Stan Lee to me was signing the comic book for me.
Because they look like you.
So I mean, seeing this brother who looked like me, who was at this position where he was writing, and like signing off on autographing comics. I'm like, dang, that's what I want to be. I want to be a writer. Yeah.
Everybody's past is different.
Yeah.
Everybody's past is different.
Mm-hmm.
You're a teacher.
Yeah, I am.
Do you press the idea that kids should be able to have moments to be able to just write and reflect
all the time.
As a teacher?
Yeah, all the time. And that's why my writing scores, my ELA scores have always been high on my test. I've always pushed for writing and literacy. As a matter of fact, two of my former students are actual poets, and they were nominated for People's Choice Awards. Got books out. So these two of my former students.
Let's go.
So I mean, actually see that. You know, hey, Mr. Gethers was my teacher. I'm like, oh, don't do that. You know, it all comes full circle. It all comes full circle. Which also pushed me into going beyond the classroom with literacy. You know, started an organization called Obsidian's Pen, and it is a safe place for writers of color to explore our arts, share our arts, and to sell our arts. And then took a step further, and now we're tutoring.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know we're not gonna let this pass, but I believe you started doing like your own book fairs for African American authors and their original work.
I did that. Started with Terry Barnes with the W.B. Du Bois Learning Center a few years ago. And I sat back and I said, man, I got a crazy idea. You know, we go all these concerts and we see all these musicians or rappers or singers going on tour together. Why can't authors do that? So I had a group of authors and we started going on tour. And then I said, well, shoot, take a step further. Start doing actual bigger events, and we added artists there too. I said, well, shoot, let's take it a step even further. Think about Las Vegas. You got artists with residencies. Why can't we have a residency? And now through MusicMore Foundation collabo with T.I. Williams, we have residency at the Black Archives once a month where we set up in book fairs.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear what he just said? So once a month, you'll be able to go to the Black Archives and not only be able to check out the artist works that are there at this very moment by poets all around Kansas City, but you'll be able to purchase authors works. Be it was last we did one. It was at what's that center called? Off-Broadway Theater, yes. And they had a whole section of artists, painters. Had a section selling their creation.
Yeah.
Are they going to be at the Black Archive as well?
Yes. Matter of fact, I found a new artist. She's amazing. She's self-taught as well too, and she's taking them by storm.
Now, do you think that it's not saying that it's good or bad, better or worse? Do you believe? I'm a purist.
Yeah.
Do you believe it's better to be self-taught than to learn what has been done?
Education is a two-way street. If you teach, you gotta learn. If you learn, you gotta teach. So if you're self-taught, if you're open to learning, it is what it is. I feel that if you're self-taught, you got it from observing others. So in a way, something inspires you to do that. Right. So an observation to me is the same as sitting in front of someone and learning a craft. So I mean, if you're self-taught, you're actually learning based off your observations.
That being said, people, if you practice something for an hour a day, in no time you will become a master of that craft. In no time whatsoever. I believe it's about 10,000 hours,
something like that.
When you become a master at something.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
It is.
What is one of your favorite topics to write about?
Well, right now, currently, my favorite topic is aphorisms. You know, like quotes. And I was going to text a close friend of mine who just happens to be sitting in this room right now. to let them know that hey, I just wrote another book. It was a book of aphorisms, and it was important that I text this person because I remember at one time I was doubting my abilities, and this person was like, no, you are. I'm not gonna say exactly what she said, but she really empowered me to keep pushing. So right now I'm all about aphorisms, and I just about to release my third book tomorrow.
Oh, so quick.
You heard it first on your podcast.
Hey yo, poetry is. We making history right now.
It's called Gems of Confections. It's a book of aphorisms. So really like a journal. Because you read the quote and then you write your reflections. So right now aphorisms is my main thing I'm writing right now.
Can you for those that don't know, can you define what an aphorism is?
It was aphorism because I wrote it, but aphorism is pretty much think about the book of Proverbs, think about a wise quote, think about Confucius. That's all it is. It's a wise. It's a statement that is connected to a way of life or a wise saying. Pretty much what it is.
Got you.
In layman's terms. And already the book is on the waiting list. So I have people actually waiting for that particular piece.
Nice. And that's set to come out tomorrow.
Well, yes. It'll be ready for purchase tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. So all I gotta do is push the button. Yeah. So.
Dope. You don't mind. I'm always doing something.
No, you good. You and me both.
Yes, I appreciate this. This is a wonderful, tasty libation.
Yes. I thought I'd bring something to celebrate your new piece.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you, T.L. Williams, for having me. This is a beautiful adventure.
It is. And I thank you for bringing me on because you know I was really gonna stop writing. I was gonna stop writing. I was gonna stop doing poetry. I was gonna stop because poetry broke my heart. And through heartbreak, I create, and that's what's been keeping me going. So, I mean, when I say autobiography, I'm actually living this book right now.
In a good way, or
depends on what chapter you in.
That's life.
Yeah, it is.
That is life.
It is.
So the Father Time has told me that we have about 13. I need two more poems. Okay. We need two more poems. I need that ready to go. Don't make those faces. I'm not talking to not anybody. I'm talking to one of the next individuals that's going to be coming up. That's for the next episode. In the next episode. All right. So I got two, three questions left. I know you mentioned that you were on the verge of stopping twice.
Mm-hmm.
What? Would you tell your younger poet self now to make them not have that original thought?
Don't take it personal. It's just poetry. Yep. It's one thing to give it life, but don't allow it to have a life that supersedes yours.
Don't let it dictate you.
Exactly. That was a good question.
Oh, cool. I'm asking good questions, people. That's awesome. Under the influence of the spirits
of Kentucky.
Wonderful Kentucky. Kentucky. What's the name of this again?
This is McFarland's Reserve. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Tasty.
Yeah, there's a good burn to it.
A nice taste to it. And it's it'll pair well with a nice cigar.
Yeah, it will.
Which,
I
by
don't
the
smoke
way,
cigars, but you know,
man,
from what I hear,
they're pretty good. I do. I work at a cigar. So I kind of not saying I have a choice. I do have a choice. Everybody has a choice. I just choose every now and then partake upon a stoke.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
And have me a nice glass of a old fashioned or some whiskey. Look like fancy people. Listen to their stories about them on the golf course. Yeah. So. Young poet comes to you, says this is what they want to do. What is one impactful sentence that you will give them?
Tell your story. That's it. Tell your story. Because I mean, poetry is an outlet. It's a very abstract form of writing. It's wild. It's untamed. It goes wherever it wants. It does whatever it wants. So allow this to take you where you need to go and tell your story. I mean, I wish someone came to me and told me this at a younger age. Because at first I was just writing about other stuff. But then when I started getting personal with it, putting out my story, that's when I started becoming more authentic.
That's when it gets rough. When you start to go that deep, start doing that internal journey type of stuff. That's when it gets rocky. Trust me, I know.
But it's definitely catharsis though. I mean, it's definitely healing in what we do. I mean, seriously, how many times we've been out and we've seen people share a piece that was painful for them to do, but after they got it out, they felt a whole lot better.
That weight came off their shoulder in a sense. Yeah. There was a relief being felt. Yeah, I know what you mean. Alright, so I got one more question. Does anybody out there have a question? No. Okay. We don't have a live audience. I just like to mess with people. Last question. Say it ain't so. But you do got 2 poems coming up. What do you have coming up in the near future?
Well, every fourth Friday of the month, we do creative expressions residency at the Black Archives. Also tour with some other artists, poets, present company included. So we just do pop-ups every month. Also, if you go to obsidianspen.com, you'll see that tutoring, also offering literary services too. And I got a book release coming up soon. So I'm pretty busy.
I need my invite.
Oh yeah.
You need to be in the room.
Oh yeah, you'll definitely be in the room.
I want to wear an ascot. I don't know why I want to though. I have one Louis Vuitton. It's a big scarf.
Okay.
It's gonna be hot.
Well, I wear my new hat.
See, he has the premium wear.
Yeah, I had one.
Those dope hats, man. Wear brim. Brim would be nice.
Thank you. I had one downstairs, but I'm like, it's a little bit too warm to be wearing it now. So, I just bought a new hat. It's called the Inkwell. That's literally the name of the hat.
I got one more question. I'm sorry. I didn't lie with a lie. I I told a white lie. Well, I'm black. So it's a black lie. It's a fib. A yarn. A tall tale. How did you come up with inkwell?
Well, that's a lot. It's a couple renditions of that. Pretty much. I like to write, and then a quill comes out of an inkwell. So you have to have an inkwell in order to write. So an inkwell is a source of writing. So I kind of see myself as that. And I'm actually starting to become my name. I'm actually like a source for people to network, a source for people to express. So I want to do that inkwell for other people. Yeah. Dip into me and
no pun intended.
Yes.
All right. I like that. I like the breakdown.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
So. I don't want to end it, but we have to end it.
Okay.
But before we do that, we need two calls, right?
All right. Got you too. Ooh. All right. Okay. This one. Dearly departed. I really don't like reading this one, but I think it's fitting. Dearly departed, we are gathered here today to mourn the passing of a passion that once burned with the heat of the kindling of a close bond, with the potential to fuse two as one. Yet the warmth overtaken by coldness of the break, which allowed winds of Arctic origin caused by the misconception of miscommunication to stunt combustible feelings to the air adoration. Upon reflecting on the deceased, one could say the relationship was designed to harvest the desires of one that was wanting yet not deserving, to grant every wish with the goals of achievement and bliss. As powerful as the relationship was, it became weak in the hands of one who doubted. This belief caused potential to fade into obscurity that digressed rather than progressed. Who can comprehend the love that the relationship produced? The social nature, phone calls to say hello, meaningful messages that illustrate devotion, quality time spent, compassionate conversation, and an overall sense of being there, or the making of the world that the relationship wanted to create in order to house the beauty of his betrothed, pledging a lifetime. The relationship leaves behind a significant other that questioned intimacy, twisted words, was frustrated, challenges, avoided affection, wasted time, denied his proposal. As we lay the relationship to rest, let us leave with the notion that despite how it was treated, the relationship's life taught us how to love despite of. And you said you want one more?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We sticking to the format.
Sticking to the format. All right. Kind of going through a thing, breaking on everybody asking questions.
You don't want everybody asking questions?
Hey, what's going on there? What's up with that poem? All right.
It says work.
It's my work. Yeah.
Ask the man that wrote it.
Ask the man that wrote it. You go to obsidianspin.com. I tell you everything.
Website.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna mix my two loves, teaching and poetry. Expressive format. Out of the blank page of your existence, I scribe permanently with ink. From wells of intense infatuation. As an acrostic written down the depths of my mind, illustrative descriptions. With ballads narrating lifestyle established as a hero in my eyes. Your triumphs over obstacles are elegiac in proportions that do not allow the loss previous. Your courage to end repetition's onslaught, cause your names, epic tales of a legendary journey to sweet discoveries. The liberation attractive lifestyle. Freedom to do what you want to fulfill what you yearn for. From my mouth begin to dance to music of harmonious emotions, to sing metaphorical couplets, what could be. Let us be that blank verse, not allow, nor follow norms, expectations. No need to rush. Let the heightened imagery of our prose be accessible for us to step to sound in unison.
Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I'm your host, Piracy. This is Brother Tyrone Gather, aka Inkwell. Again, you can find Assorted Emotions and Lost on Amazon. Or
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble.
And Walmart.
There's options. There's options. And if you want to see the man, the myth, the legend in person, you can check him out. Fourth Fridays, 3 to 7 at the Black Archives.
Yes, sir.
Again, this is Poetry Is. And only you can prevent forest fires.